I can't. The game is not even out yet. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing on my screen with my eyes. Yesterday, they announced the last remaining icon for FIFA 20, Kaka. The one that, to be honest, a lot of people were waiting for, and one that personally I was most excited about, because Kaka's not just that he's one of the greatest players of all time. He's one of the best FIFA players. He's kind of made for FIFA, so I was eagerly awaiting what stats they were gonna give him. And as it turns out, have a look for yourselves. I don't even know where to begin. I'm in shock. Mad disrespectful is not even the word. Let's try and break it down, because I was seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter yesterday, and this just confirms one of the biggest problems right now with FIFA Twitter, with FIFA YouTube, with FIFA Twitch, is that a lot of these guys do not have a clue what they're talking about with regards to football. They don't. When I start seeing stuff like this, Prime Kaka should be over 92 if Prime Bergkamp is 92. Like, what? Why are you bringing Bergkamp into this? I don't understand. Let me just tell you my opinion on how I analyze these kind of things. How do you judge a football career of a player? In my opinion, number one, it's what level was the highest level they reached, and how long, number two, they maintained it for. Messi and Ronaldo, why are they undisputedly number one and number two? Because not only did they reach a crazy level, but they maintained it and still are for 15 years and counting. But, I don't know, example, Ronaldo, R9. Those 3 years, Barcelona, Inter, before he got injured, you telling me he was not on the level of Messi and Ronaldo were? He was, easily. He obviously did not maintain it in his case because of injuries, etc., etc. Ronaldinho, between, I don't know, 04, 06, 07, something like that. One of the greatest players of all time. The stuff he done in those 3 years, I've never seen anything like it. Once again, he did not maintain it throughout his whole career, but if you just base it on those 3 years, he was maybe, as I said, not as effective as those 3 players I mentioned, but he was not far off. And same goes for Kaka. Once again, not on the level of these guys, but his prime specifically, not far off at all. And we've got 3 different versions, right? We've got 3 different versions of FIFA cards, including the prime. Real Madrid Kaka, give him whatever he wants, I don't care. He was injured, he was past it. Agreed. Young Kaka, he's still developing, whatever, blah, blah, whatever. Give him whatever you want. But Prime Kaka, he reached a level that was one of the greatest. See, I look at him and you look at it, 91 rated, 91 pace. I was petrified of this guy watching him. Being an Inter fan facing him, yeah, he had a brilliant team around him, but he was the X factor. He was the one that made things happen. With the ball at his feet, he was one of the quickest players I've seen. And you give him 91 pace, 86 shooting. He was very good both feet. Dribbling should be a lot higher. So should passing. I don't understand who's coming up with these stats, because, and I see a lot of people trying to compare his career, and yeah, I see a lot of, because Lampard and Gerrard had a better career than Kaka. Maybe. But if we're going prime for prime, one of the greatest players of all time, no doubt about it. And it's obviously not just Kaka. I mean, there's a giant list of all the icons that have been screwed over by, Baggio, Van Basten, Nesta, Rijkaard, Lampard, Gerrard, etc., etc. The list goes on. These have all been thoroughly disrespected by EA. It's not just that, you are insulting the history of the game. You're insulting the real football fans. And above all else, you're insulting the players themselves. If I was the players or the representatives, I'd take myself off the game and the contract. You're either going to do it right or nothing. And I just don't understand why they go through all the effort to get their licenses. And then you just screw them over. Cruyff 94 rated. On what planet is that okay? He gets in almost everyone's top 5 list of all time. Easy. And some of them even have to have their whole player models completely redone. Thierry Henry. You'd think he'd be one of the best FIFA players in the whole game. Last year he was completely unusable. The year before, a bit better, but not good enough. I mean, I've tried my best in the past to try and pay homage to these players, to try and make them look as good as they should. Obviously, me being me, I can. Look at that va-va-voom. But a lot of the times I can't. Not even I can. They just don't feel right. Henry needs to have his whole player remodel completely done. R9's another one, Ronaldo. Yeah, he is one of the best icons in the game. But, what, 96, 97 pace? Those that have used him, they'll testify. Doesn't feel more than 85 in game. Why? Something's obviously going wrong there. But this year, we're not going to accept this kind of stuff, okay? The game's not even out yet, and stuff like this, it's unacceptable, okay? We as a community, together, united, we have way more power than a lot of people think, okay? I don't give a shit what Craig says or anyone else says. They're only saying that kind of stuff because they only care about themselves and how much money they make. United, we can definitely cause a change, and we begin with this sort of stuff, okay? The game's not even out yet, god damn it. Justice for Kaka. Justice for all these icons. And above all, justice for football.